This evening we come along to Kichijoji.
Join us on a walk around. We'll see some interesting vending machines, shops with secondhand musical instruments and retro games, try some unusual sushi.
Here's the omurice sushi.
We'll check out the arcades and I'll show you a less touristy alternative to the Golden Gai.
Kichijoji is just to the west of Shinjuku. If you go along the Chuo Line from Nakano, you go past Ogikubo and then Kichijoji. It's the stop before Mitaka, which is the Studio Ghibli Museum. You can actually walk here from the Ghibli Museum. If you go through Inokashira Park, it's a bit of a town centre with lots of places to eat and shops. We took the Chuo Line Rapid from Shinjuku, which didn't take very long. The Rapid train is much quicker than the local train that stops at every stop along the way. Up ahead is Kichijoji Sunroad. It's a covered shopping street. It looks really long. Oh, there's that part to the side as well. At the moment it's 6:15 on a Sunday and it's surprisingly busy here. It's quite crowded in the shopping street still and everything's still open. That's Matsuya, the chain restaurant, Excelsior Cafe. It looks like there's quite a lot here and some everyday sorts of things, an optician, a bookshop, quite different from the centre of Tokyo where there aren't so many shops you need for everyday life sort of things. There's a bank. Here's a branch of Ichiran, the really popular ramen chain. It always seems to have a queue, and there's a queue here as well. Enjoy reading your books. Oh, there's a puppy cafe, Rio. That's the same as the one in Harajuku on Takeshita Street. We just spotted Hardoff. It's right at the end of the shopping street. It's a good location, no one's going to miss it. And here's a map of Kichijoji on the sign. It's not that helpful if you don't read Japanese. You can see at the bottom, those are the swan boats they have in Inokashira Park. Sushi Around is a conveyor belt sushi restaurant. It's actually one we went to on our very first trip to Japan. That might have been the first conveyor belt sushi we ever went to. Here's the menu. They've got all the English on the menu, even here. And the different coloured plates are different prices. What do you think a blood clam is? This seems to be the Kichijoji Sunroad Street office, maybe? I'm wondering if this rabbit is their mascot. There's a plushie of it here. And they're on the flag. There's a Hawaiian kitchen in here. Pupukea. Looks nice, tiki bar style. This looks like the entrance to a shrine maybe, or a temple, just in the middle of the shopping street. Looks like they're having some work done at the moment, some construction. There's a branch of Don Quixote here on the second floor. And just here, Seiyu is a supermarket. I always watch videos of Japanese supermarkets when I need to fall asleep, so maybe we better not look around there now. It's not time for bed yet. Here's a fresh apple juice vending machine. It's got apples inside, so it makes the juice fresh for you. Yesterday, Phil had one in Ikebukuro with orange juice, and this one's the apple version. Here's another interesting vending machine. It's a gyoza vending machine. Do you think it cooks them for you?
I don't know. Number 11 suggests you have to cook.
Maybe they're frozen. It's only available 10 till 11.
Must put them in fresh every day.
Interesting. Here's our favourite cocoa curry. There are so many branches everywhere. What is this? Nice styling on the outside. It's a bar. And round one is a big arcade and game centre. Looks like it's got lots of floors. Turns out this Hardoff is Hardoff PC that specialises in computers, and there's some games consoles in there by the look of it. And the one we want is just down the street. Let's have a quick look here. It's got phones, hard drives, or whatever all these bits are. Lots of laptops down here. Look at that pink PC.
And some memory sticks.
And memory sticks.
Not bad prices though.
Super cool palm rest. Oculus Quest 2. There's a section of retro keyboards. They look really chunky. This is the junk corner. Old cables and bits and pieces. Smartphone accessories.
300 yen for a bunch of CPU.
A CPU?
Yeah.
300 yen.
Very old. But 300 yen.
We've been in Harajuku today at the weekend and it was rammed, so it's actually pretty nice to be somewhere quieter. Here's Mode Off, which is the fashion clothing version of Book Off and Hard Off. Here's Hard Off. The audio stuff is upstairs. Wonderful world of music. All these amps. And this is what Phil's interested in, the drum section. He plays the drums. I wonder if they'll have any trombones for me. There is a trombone section. Look at that. This is more trombones than any music shop in England. There's a mini one. Oh, they've got mouthpieces too. These are trumpet ones, I think. They're smaller than mine. They might be trombone ones. Violins. These electric ones look cool. And of course, like every music shop, many, many guitars. Oh, look at these fancy guitars. The sparkle on this one. Nice. Loads of guitars. That's on both sides as well. We've come downstairs into the regular hard off. There's all these retro-ish games consoles. You don't have to go to Super Potato to get them.
These will be cheaper than Super Potato as well.
There's loads of them actually. This is Upcycle Corner. Someone's turned a PlayStation into a clock and these consoles are now tissue boxes. There's all sorts of tools, games, and there's Junk Corner down here as well. You never know what you could find in these, I bet. I think this is supposed to be for kids, but look, it's a Sumo Kogarashi laptop. Look at them all on the space bar. Here's what's in round one. At the bottom there's the bowling floor. There's karaoke, darts, billiards and ping pong. Amusements, that must be the regular arcade. Bowling and more bowling. Let's go in. This is quite a big floor. We haven't had good luck with these tiny claw machines on this trip so far. A plushy bag of animal biscuits. Seems like this arcade has a lot less anime stuff. It's more sweets and general plushies. There's some purikura machines over here. I wonder how this one works. You get one claw, they start off there, then they roll down the middle, and then they roll out here. Or you lose if they fall there, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think you have to get it. That one has to come down here, and then you have to make sure it also comes down there and not into...
That's quite a lot of things have to coincide.
Yeah. What do you win?
I don't know what that is. Cola candy.
Another monster.
Oh, that is not good for you. Do you think you win them all? Or maybe just one of the arms goes down?
I guess you could win quite a lot if you get it right.
Too much.
Certainly a kidney stone's worth.
That is not good for you. Let's see what's on the floor below. There's more gamey games down here. Taiko no Tatsujin. It's a lot busier on this floor actually. Trying not to film people too much. Here's a plan of Kichijoji Sunroad and all the shops that are in there. And there's a regular book off in Kichijoji. That one has DVDs, CDs, comics, games, lots of stuff. We're headed for Yodobashi Camera for a quick look around there. It's a massive shop that sells basically everything. You can see this is a huge store. There's a sweet potato van, looks good. Oh, and a crepe van as well. Look at these cute switch cases. And there's Sanrio character game controllers, Hello Kitty and Pom Pom Purin. We're in the computers and gaming section at the moment. Oh, they're nice colours. Look at this Kuromi gaming chair, that's amazing. We're back at the station now and we're going along to Sushiro for dinner, a conveyor belt sushi chain. It's inside Parko department store, which is right by the station. This is Harmonica Yokocho, it looks so pretty. There's Parko up ahead, we're going the right way. Here's a floor guide to Parko, and that's where we're headed to Sushiro on the 8th floor. If you don't speak Japanese, Sushiro might be harder to spot because it's all in katakana. Sushiro. Look for the red circle. 2 adults. Number 712. So our table is 26. 26, here we are. So you order on a touchscreen and you can change it to English. Must eats, Parma ham, basil and mozzarella, Hamburg steak, cheese salad sushi, well-packed seafood summer, cucumber roll, that's what I was looking for. Okay, you pick some things now, Phil. Everything started arriving. I've got my kappamaki, the classic. Tuna.
Tuna?
Yep.
Albacore.
Albacore. And scallops.
Scallops. And my favourite, some yellowtail.
Yellowtail. I've got an apple sour instead of the traditional lemon sour. It's not bad. I think lemon's the best. And you've got to have some of the free green tea. It's my corn tempura sushi. My friend said this tastes really good. It does look a bit strange. It's definitely non-traditional. Let's try the sweet corn tempura. My rice is disintegrating. Oh no, what's happened to this? Okay, this is a bit of a mess. It's actually surprisingly good. The tempura is really crunchy and the sweet corn's really sweet. Here's the omurice sushi. The egg part's a lot bigger than I expected. I thought it'd be like a tamago nigiri with ketchup on. Oh no!
What's that?
You were gonna have to eat this, Phil.
What's that?
It's got meat in it.
Has it?
Yeah.
What's it got in there?
It's got mince in the middle.
Oh wow. Didn't expect that.
Sorry.
I guess we're going to find out if I like omurice. Japan confession time. I've never had omurice in all the years we've been here, so I don't even know if I like it. So let's find out. It is way too big to pick up and eat as one thing. That's pretty good. I mean, that's just egg. Pretty nice.
Does it taste like tamago egg?
It's a bit firmer. Yeah, it's closer to a fried egg, but very different texture. I don't eat a lot of eggs, so I'm not going to give you the best description.
The reason we hardly ever have omurice is because you don't really find vegetarian omurice. It's made with chicken stock or bits of chicken. Oh, something's arriving. Karaage.
Right, get a bit with some meat and a bit of ketchup, because that's the classic way to eat it.
Traditional.
The ketchup's overpowering, but that is pretty nice. I'd have that again.
I think we're just about done. Here's our stack of plates.
16 plates.
Pretty good. The bill for the sushi was 4,280 yen, which I think is pretty reasonable considering we had a lot of plates of sushi and we both had an alcoholic drink. So now we're going to have a little walk around Harmonica Yokocho, which is just next door to Parko in Kichijoji and the station. It's a grid of little alleyways, a bit like Omoide Yokocho in Tokyo, but less touristy. It's got lots of tiny bars and restaurants. Okinawan fast food. Harmonica Quina. I'd heard of that one. It has vegetarian taco rice. Like the only place that does. Good job we didn't try and go there as it's closed today.
Quite a few places closed today.
Yeah. I wonder if Sunday is the day things are closed here.
It's Sunday at half time.
Half night. You'd expect bars to be open. It looks really picturesque with all these lanterns. Tempting. There's the station with the trains going by up there. Yep, let's pop back in. Most of these places seem quite open, like with people sitting almost on the streets, so it wouldn't be too intimidating to go in. Was that the last one? Yeah, I think so. Quite a few of these are standing bars. I think this is the experience that most people would be wanting to have when they go to Omoide Yokocho in Shinjuku. But certainly when we went there, the restaurant we picked ended up being a bit of a tourist trap, I think. They took us upstairs and it was empty, and then the food wasn't very good and it didn't seem very authentic. Whereas if you came just a few stops on the train to here, it's much less touristy. Could be a better experience maybe. Look at the graphics on this bus, the camera with the wheel. So now we're back at the station. Here at Kichijoji Station there's a bank of lockers, and there's a couple of those giant 700 yen lockers as well. I thought they were quite rare, but we've seen a couple of them now.
They are all in use though.
Oh yeah, they are all in use.
If you want that size locker, they are always all in use. You have to get there early, and you probably have to know where they all are. Like, can you get maps of where they are?
Not that I know. I think there are some apps, but I don't fancy your chances trying to find them particularly.
Yeah, they are rare, so don't bank on having those available. Having
said that, there's some more lockers behind me, and the 700 yen lockers are available. I do have a video about how to use coin lockers if you want to know more about them. Look how frequent the rapid trains are on the Chuo Line, every few minutes. Here's the green car on the Chuo Line. So this evening we've had a little walk around Kichijoji. It seems like there's a lot here, and it's got all the major things you'd want, but it's nowhere near as busy as central Tokyo. Seems like a really good place. So we had a look around several hard offs, we had sushi, and then we had a stroll around Harmonica Yokocho.